Alright, welcome to this episode of my playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We are currently underneath the city of Novigrad because we'd heard reports that Ciri had come to Novigrad, and we knew that Triss Merigold was in Novigrad because Yennefer told us that back when we met the Emperor. And we decided to see if Triss knew anything about Ciri's whereabouts. Now, of course, in Novigrad, being a realm of the north, sorceresses are very, very, very frowned upon. They're actually kind of illegal, and they're burned at the stake, things like that. Triss, being a sorceress, is working undercover, shall we say. So we met up with Triss. We came to find Triss's friend, who was supposed to deliver a shipment for her, but he had to abandon it in the river because he saw some city guards coming, and so we volunteered to dive down into the river to get that package for her. Unfortunately, some city guards kind of showed up outside the house, so we had to come down here to try and find a secret passage to get out. Alright, so...
Well?
Our current objective is to find the secret passage using our Witcher senses, then open it. Well, first thing I see is a bunch of lootable stuff. Coal, thread, linen, sap, oil, alcohest. Hunting trousers, dark steel plate, thread, ruby, dust, diagram, knight's gauntlets, and manuscript page, superior golden aureole. Some cotton, and a white wolf hide. Haha. I gotta love red glowing things. Blowball, quicksilver solution, Strabog runestone, dark iron ore, lesser Triglav runestone, diagram, Nilfgaardian guardsman's gauntlets, manuscript page, superior insectoid oil. I would have grabbed all this stuff sooner, but when we came down here there was a drowner and I went and fought it. So, cotton, white bear hide, linen, and hardened leather.
Free city of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically control financial life in the city.
Official word is that Novigrad will remain neutral. Somehow doubt anyone believes that anymore.
Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Find the lost parcel using your Witcher senses. Well, I see some yellow things down here. Empty bottle, lesser Dashbog runestone, executioner's boots diagram, superior draconid oil manuscript page. I see the red shining thing there, but of course I'm going to grab all the other loot first. Enhanced racing saddle, thread, cured leather, diagram, Torlun, manuscript page, superior spectre oil. Looks like the other things were over here. Oh, they're way out there. I'm gonna grab some breath. Yeah, I don't feel like going that far. Leather sack. Give Triss the parcel. Fistech addict. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't realize, based on my previous interactions with Fistech, that it was like a drug or something you could be addicted to.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Rain again. Damn mages.
That does remind me of a conversation Yennefer and Geralt had right at the beginning of the game. Again, when we were meeting the Emperor.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Is that a problem?
By the eternal fire, no. I'm surprised, that's all. Together I expect you resolve things twice as fast. You've the look of true experts. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Triss mentioned that she had a contract, but I don't think we know what the contract is explicitly for. We can say, let's get to work, but that opens up, of course, the possibility that he's going to swindle us. You'll pay in advance, which is very aggressive, or half in advance. Let's go the middle ground route, pardon me.
You're a merchant, familiar with how commerce works.
Of course, honest pay for honest work.
Half up front, half once the job's done.
You're asking a great deal.
I'm a witcher. Gotta admit, I've met my share of people who say one thing beforehand, another after the fact.
Very well. Your first installment.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related.
Place rat traps around the warehouse. Use your Witcher senses to guide you.
I'll cover half the space, you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Look for evidence of rat activity, like, say, the rats. Just going out on a whim here. I see a red shining thing over here.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no. Notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
Geralt raises a good point.
A master monster slayer in the world's largest city, looking for rat shit. Jeez.
Interesting that this area is actually not on the minimap.
Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk.
My objective is talk to Triss after she activates the spell, but I don't see her doing much.
Well, now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Reconciled?
So, going back to the, I mentioned that it reminded me of a conversation Yennefer and Geralt had way back when I met the Emperor at the beginning of the game. There was some sort of Yennefer mentioned some sort of event involving Triss and Geralt getting close, and then Geralt responded with something along the lines of he'd lost his memory. So if I were to hazard a guess, having not played the original Witcher game or The Witcher 2, I would guess that Yennefer was the love interest in the original Witcher game, and then in The Witcher 2, Geralt lost his memory, and Triss became the love interest of that game. But of course, then he regained his memory, and now he's got these two former love interests to deal with. So I think that's what she's referring to here. If I were to hazard a guess, anyway. My options are you truly or just pretending, or it's good there aren't bad feelings between us. Well, she seems like she's really kind of down on her luck. On top of that, she's a sorceress in a city which will burn her at the stake if they ever find out. So, I do want to see how she is.
Knew a man once who reacted to everything, especially adversity, by mocking it.
Healthy attitude. Must have lived long.
Came a day he lost both his legs in battle. He shrugged, said it was better that way. He'd never feel pain in them again.
I understand him perfectly.
I know. Thing is, he was lying to himself.
I think he just didn't have much of a choice.
He could have faced the truth, or maybe you're right.
You could be right, but only he knows the truth.
We're only ever the ones to know the truth about ourselves.
Which we share at times with those we hold dear.
Even if it's hard to swallow?
Even then.
Who knows? Maybe one day. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She's fine, not bad, or I don't know. Well, we know she's a bit less than fine because the Wild Hunt is actively pursuing her because she is actively pursuing Ciri. Other than that, she seems to be doing mostly okay. But that's a tough situation to be in, and she's obviously not comfortable with it.
Not bad. Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. Let's agree your friends were never here. Now pay the rest and let's part in peace.
You don't set the terms, mutant.
Stay out of it. We're here for the witch.
We're inseparable, see? Afraid you'll have to take us both.
Geralt!
If you say so.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
I will kill you.
Bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. Duped and trapped like a child. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Crowns and Witch Hunter's Sword. Crowns and Witch Hunter's Sword. And the third body over here. Crowns and Witch Hunter's Sword. Go figure, huh? I'm actually just going to take a moment to read up on the glossary entry for Triss Marigold, because I am curious now. Oh, there it is. I always considered it a point of particular pride to count Triss Marigold of Maribor among my closest and dearest friends. This exceptionally talented sorceress was a shining star of her profession, the former mage advisor to King Foltest, and a famous hero of the Battle of Sodden, known as the 14th of the Hill. Yet in no way did she resemble her often unbearably haughty sisters in magic. Her deft mind, warm smile, and considerable personal charm had always won over even the hardest of hearts. Though my personal relations with Triss never ventured beyond the fraternal, Geralt of Rivia at one point found her allure irresistible. From then on, the two shared feelings that ran far deeper than a superficial and fleeting fancy. Yennefer told Geralt that Triss had recently taken up residence in the free city of Novigrad. It seemed Triss had gone into hiding from the so-called witch hunters persecuting magic wielders in the city, turning to one of the leaders of the local underworld for protection. After a bit of a runaround, Geralt found the sorceress who had indeed entered into an arrangement with the so-called King of Beggars. She paid for his protection by providing magic services to his organization. Though Triss did not know anything about Ciri and her stay in Novigrad, she promised to do all within her power to aid Geralt's search. Though theoretically Triss and Geralt had ended their romance half a year earlier, it was clear the feelings they felt for each other had not vanished so easily. To deal with this, the sorceress pretended that nothing had happened, and the Witcher, as is his wont, sheepishly masked his feelings with a mix of hesitant interest and fake indifference. It must be said that both of them handled the situation quite awkwardly.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live, and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
Should watch out for yourself or no need.
You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri, and I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, DeJohn Kier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Corrine goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by. It'd be nice.
All right. See you later.
Find the Dreamer in the old house. Let's take a look at my quest list. Novigrad Dreaming. Interestingly enough, it's actually a lower level than the quest I just finished. Suggested level 7. Secondary quests. Ta-da. The Nobleman's Statuette. Talk to Triss about the statuette. Following the Thread is level 11. Where do I want to go next? What about Witcher contracts? Do I have anything that's on a good level? I have a contract for an elusive thief, which is level 13. I can definitely do that. And treasure hunts. Lowest level there is level 17. Yeah, let's do the contract for an elusive thief. Why not? Go to the marketplace during the day and talk to Sylvester Amello. Let's take a quick... Oh. Da-da-da. That's the one I want. Quick look at the description of the quest. A Novigrad merchant by the name of Sylvester Amello had hung a notice on the Novigrad board asking for help in tracking down a thieving imp. It seemed the Merchants Guild was being pestered by a mysterious creature who kept stealing wares from its members' stalls. Geralt accepted the job.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
Yeah, I feel like doing that right now. It seems like a good next thing to do. It said to do it during the day, of course. And
Oh God.
this is 3:02 a.m. So let's do a quick meditation until 6 a.m. Which will also help me heal up from those witch hunters. So somewhere around here, Sylvester Amello.
Greetings, Master.
Hear about the contract. Really got an imp problem? Or is that just an imp or affection in the notice?
You ought not jest, Master Witcher. I know the creatures are only to exist in fairy tales, yet I saw one with my own eyes as it stole from my stall.
All right. So what's this imp look like?
Like a mean, fat cat, but a very large one. This tall, see? And it walked upon its hind paws.
What did it swipe from you?
Once it was bread, then a fish, then apples. Might not seem like much, but add it together and the business suffers. And I'm hardly alone in being pestered. It's nicked something from every stand in the square. So, will you teach it a lesson with your silver sword?
Make it worth my while and I will. Demand for witches is high, supplies low. I pick and choose my contracts these days.
So let's do our usual 10% ask. 243 would be 24.
Fine negotiation on your part, Master. So be it. We'll call it agreed.
Relax, I'll help you. Small businesses are the foundation of a healthy economy, and so on and so on.
Thank you, Master Witcher. I don't know if this will be of use, but most recently the thief leapt over that wall and ran into a passageway. It was the last I saw of him and a few of my wares.
Follow the imp using your Witcher senses.
Lots of fuss over lots of rain.
Merchant was right. Actually does look like a giant cat.
So it looks like a giant cat, but probably not an imp,
The downfall of civilization.
if I were to hazard a guess. I don't know if where cats exist in this mythos.
Looks like the imp dropped some loot. Another track.
It's on the walls.
Drop down into the moat. Trail ends here.
Wonderful. Perfect weather to sit by a fire.
Door's wide open. Interesting.
Interesting indeed. There's a red shiny thing over there, and a bunch of yellow shiny things in here. Got some bread, Temerian rye, water, and dried fruits and nuts. Sweet bun, Temerian rye, and water. Now let's examine this note, it looks like.
Letter? Well, well. Our imp's at least literate, if not outright educated.
Short letter. Jan, please, cut out this nonsense at once. This might come to you as a surprise, but a giant cat will tend to stick in people's memory. Why don't you pick some other safer form like I did? I've been walking around as a beggar for 3 years now, and no one's batted an eye. And such earnings! You wouldn't need to steal anymore, so how will it be? If you decide on it, I'll put it in a word for you with the King of Beggars. Till our next writing, Louis. P.S. Burn this letter once you've read it, alright? P.P.S. Yes, I know, I'm paranoid, but humor me and burn it. P.P.P.S. If I find this letter next time I come see you, you owe me a beer. Haha.
A Doppler. Explains a lot, and complicates matters. Need a good lead to track him down.
Find a way to track the Doppler using your Witcher senses. Lots of Temerian rye in this house. And other alcohols. What shall become of Temeria? Temeria, a land where milk and honey once flowed. In what did she wrong the gods that they should treat her so cruelly? The Pearl of the North Sun, she proved a galloping range for Nilfgaardian cavalry to others. As a country, it had survived 2 previous wars against the Empire. It was here that the war's bloodiest battles were fought. It was in Temeria where their most bestial deeds were wrought. It was Temerian civilians who bore the full brunt of these war's horrors. And bear them we did, bravely and steadfastly, until the demise of our great protector, King Foltest. Then Providence turned its fickle fate from Temeria. Murdered most treacherously, Foltest failed to leave Temeria in a worthy successor. And so all manner of curs soon fell upon her, tearing her apart like so much carrion. She had no more allies then. None remembered that we had once been the armor protecting the north from the designs of the mad dancer, he who had the gravestones of his foes pounded into a ballroom floor. A free and independent Temeria is no more. A dark-faced sun looms over her every rampart, yet we Temerians live on, and always will, as long as folk believe the usurper who took our beloved capital, Vizima, to treat as his property will forever peer over his shoulder in fear. For in the shadows lurks not one dagger, but the power of a nation of daggers waiting to deal justice's blow. The Wild Hunt is something I've read before, so let's take a look at this and see what they have to say, or what this is.
A woman's blouse, a man's shirt, a child's shoes, but only one bed. Lavender, strong scent, enough to track him down.
Alright, let's follow the lavender scent trail.
Rain again. Damn mages.
Amusing how they blame the mages for the rain.
That's all I have. Had a loaf of bread too, but I dropped it. Decided not to go back.
Wise choice. If anything happened to you, we'd go hungry.
Rare sight. An elf and a guard of the Eternal Fire having a friendly chat.
Friendly? Nothing further from the truth. This racist here has demanded to search me, for no reason at all.
You's a non-human. I need no other reason. Lucky I didn't find anything on you. Now piss off to the woods. Go play your flute.
Nice scent, or you're a terrible actor?
Nice scent. And here I thought temple guards were unkempt boors.
You dare insult an officer on duty? Let me give you some advice, mutant.
Look who's talking. I know you're a Doppler and a kleptomaniac.
Merchants put out a contract on me.
Always the same old shit.
Hey, wait.
Catch the Doppler.
Really want to see an angry witcher.
Do you?
Damn, I look old. Not good.
Well, that's an interesting take on it.
Please, stop. I surrender.
Might be able to look like a witcher, but that won't make you fight like one.
You're donning your skins enough to know what kind of man you are, what you feel.
So I got two options. Gotta leave Novigrad, no excuses, or glad to make an exception in your case, draw your weapon. Well, I don't want to kill him if I don't have to.
I don't kill him, true. But then not everybody applies my rules, and not everyone's got my conscience. So start stealing somewhere else. Far from Novigrad, preferably. Golden age of Dopplers ended here a while ago.
I know, but I thought they'd not catch me. I thought myself too smart. Serves me right. Might have learned this lesson the hard way. Time to go. Somewhere far away. But first, take this. As a token of my gratitude. So long, Witcher.
Return to the marketplace during the day to talk to Sylvester Amello. Yeah, I mean, if there's no reason to kill him, then I don't see any reason to kill him.
Hey, you! Yes, you! You got water on the brain!
And if he leaves, then he's not causing problems to the people who hired me to solve their problems.
Greetings, Master.
Problem solved. Convinced the imp to go back to the countryside to tangle horse manes and piss in milk, as tradition ordains.
Then how would I know you speak the truth? No trophy, no reward.
There better be one, or you'll feel the invisible hand of the market smack you so hard you won't be able to sit down for a week.
I'll give you half the agreed sum, no more. And I'll not do business with you again.
All done. Oh, got me a trophy, the Doppler effect. It's interesting how some hunts give you a trophy and others don't, but whatever. Well, I'm going to call an end to the episode here. You know the drill, click over there. Join me next time when we figure out what we're going to do next. See you then.